Alright, so your brake lights don't work or your car won't come out of park. They were replacing the brake light switch on a 2010 Impala. GM calls it a brake pedal, brake pedal position sensor or something like that. Anyways, what kind of tools you're going to need? Alright, so we're not going to need too much for this. We're going to need a 7mm on a ratchet, a clip tool, possibly a light. Of course, you're going to want your sensor with your new little fancy shiny bolt. And GM says we will need a scan tool to recalibrate this sensor. Whether it works without it, I don't know. GM says do this, so I'm saying do this. Now, you don't have to have snap-on. There's plenty of good scan tools out there. Look in the links, look in the description, and I've got a link to a Launch 431 something. Great scan tool. I actually use it more than my snap-on. It's at work. Snap-on just gets thrown anywhere I need it. So let's get into it. So let's take a look down there. We need to remove this panel right here that's underneath your dash. Now to do that, there's a few things we're going to have to do. First, your OBD2 connector right here. It has got a little tab on the top side we're going to push in. And then it should slide off just like that, no problem. Then you're going to have a few push pins. So we've got one right here. Pop that bad boy out. We've got one right here. You can see it good enough to get to it. Pop that bad boy out. That may be it. No. We have still got one back here in the corner. So let's get that one out. Alright, so with our panel down, you've got your OBD2 connector, which will just pull up out of here. And then we've got our light that I believe will twist and come out. Now, this joker's going to be hot. What I recommend doing is getting you a rag, grabbing that light, and just pulling it out. Yoink, just like that. The bulb just pulls out. Set it somewhere safe where it won't burn anything. We will work our OBD2 connector up to that hole. And now we can set our undershield over and out of the way. Now if we look right here on the side, there's your little 7mm bolt. We'll take that out and we'll take the sensor off. Now remember, when you follow this sensor up, there's a stud. These little fingers should ride on. Here's one thing I want to note on these sensors. You'll have where your bolt goes, and then you've got a tit right here that will go in a hole to line it up. And then you'll have your rod come off your brake pedal that sits in between these little slides right here. I'll show you a picture now. And there's your fancy picture. So let's go put this one on. Alright, so the new one's on there. The most aggravating part was probably holding the switch while tightening that 7mm bolt up. Don't forget your little tongue deals. You need to put them straddling the bolt coming out of the brake pedal shaft. Refer to the picture I showed you. Anyways, it's spring loaded, so you get them on there and then you have to rotate it to get your bolt hole to line up with your bolt. That's back on. Pop this shield back on. So we've got our shield back on. Snapped our OBD2 connector back in and our light. Let's crank this bad boy up. She works. So now let's get the snap-on out and calibrate it. Alright, I'm not sure how well this is going to show up, but in your scanner, you're going to go to body control module. Let's see, we'll go down to functional test. And every scanner is a little bit different. Special functions. BPP sensor calibration. That's the one we're looking for, folks. Click it. Let's see. Do not press brake pedal during procedure. Place automatic park. Apply. Whatever. Continue. Trying to read it over y'all, and it's a little aggravating. Now, I don't know if this is actually required. GM says do it, so I'm going to say do it. These brake pedal sensors actually tell the ABS module how much brake pressure and all that good stuff you're applying, so you could have problems if you don't calibrate it. Well, it says it's complete. Sweet. All right, so that's it. We're going to scan this for any DTCs, make sure we don't have any codes in it, and we should be good. Hopefully this helped you. If it did, let me know. If it didn't, let me know. And as always, hit that like and subscribe. I would appreciate it if some of y'all jokers would subscribe, and look forward to all the new stuff we've got coming out in the next month. Got a book, some more website resources, all kinds of cool crap. But anyways, catch you on the next one.